Okay, so you don't gotta be a fan of One Piece to recognize how iconic, how epic, and how just overall brave it was for what the One Piece anime director recently said regarding what's been going on in the world of AI. Now, it's no secret at all that over the last few years, the world of art, world in general as a whole, has definitely been slowly but surely impacted by the usage of AI. AI is just damn near in everything you could think of, but in particular, it really poses a threat in the world of the arts because while creatives ultimately still have the advantage in terms of being able to create original ideas based off of their own skills, their own merits, ultimately AI is capable of doing the work that it takes for an artist, whether it be doing drawing and things of that nature, or a musician, or any of those sorts. AI is capable of doing that in a very short amount of time in comparison. However, the artists ultimately have been banding together and slowly but surely trying to fight back at what's been going on, because it's no secret that AI has really been slowly but surely implemented in a lot of areas. There's a lot of things where it's just like, not only it's happening, it ultimately doesn't feel right. Like personally me, I'm not a fan of what's been going on with AI. I'm never gonna be one to support like, yeah, AI over, original. Give me a creative, give me somebody that actually knows what they're doing in whatever field it may be, especially in the world of arts. I will always take them over AI because when it's organic, when it's original, when it's authentic, it's definitely more powerful. It's always going to be more sought after. It's always going to be more valuable, and always going to be what I prefer as far as moving forward. Like, I'm just not a big fan of AI. Don't get me wrong. It's been thrusted into so many different areas that sometimes it almost feels it's unavoidable. But if I can avoid it at any cost, I usually do. I usually try my best to stay clear of utilizing AI because it's just not something that overall, in my opinion, the right thing to do, I guess I would say. I just personally feel like original and authentic art and original and authentic in general creations are the way to go. But with that being said, it seems as though AI has really been making another round of waves, because recently you may or may not have noticed that there's been a lot of these Ghibli inspired art pieces that have been going around. I've seen it in so many different fields of people making essentially art creations of real world things utilizing the Ghibli art style, thanks to this new AI generator that creates very much so replication of the Ghibli art style with, whatever imagery that you would like for it to be. And off rip, I gotta say that is just so wrong. That goes against everything that Ghibli stands for. I mean, I remember, I want to say quite some time ago, many years back, I reported on a big story where Hayao Miyazaki, one of the people behind Ghibli, had spoken about how he felt about AI, and he was not a fan, to say the very least. I think he quoted by calling the project at the time that was basically created using AI as like a disgrace to humanity or something. Like, it was really bad of how he felt about that project. He was just like disgusted and utterly insulted by it. So to see all these years later, AI has advanced even further to where now they're basically just straight up jacking, ripping, ultimately utilizing the Ghibli art style and making it like if it's a run-of-the-mill commodity. It's really disturbing, to say the least. Like, it's not cool, it's not right, it's against the wishes of the creators, and it seems as though one of the directors from the One Piece anime decided to fight back, and fight back did he, because boy oh boy, this was definitely a very, very fun read. How homie really went in and stood up for what's right. Let's read. One Piece director and animator slams down on Ghibli AI controversy. Unfortunately, the Princess Mononoke 4K remaster hitting theaters isn't the biggest news for the legendary studio Ghibli. Recent artificial intelligence fueled art has been hitting social media that transforms images and videos into scenes that look like they were made by Hayao Miyazaki. To no one's surprise, anime creators aren't too thrilled to see Miyazaki's style used in such a way, and some are more than willing to share their thoughts on the matter. Most recently, a legendary animator who has worked on the likes of One Piece, Naruto, Castlevania, Pokemon, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure doesn't have anything nice to say about the recent AI campaigns. Animator Henry Turlow took to his social media accounts to express his displeasure with the new trend, wondering what those using artificial intelligence are even hoping to achieve. I'm not sure what exactly these folks making AI Ghibli images even think they're accomplishing beyond offending and upsetting the original creators, which you assume they're fans of. I mean, you can't and never will make profitable movies with this stuff. stuff. It's akin to trolling. Turlo has been a part of the animation world since the early 2000s, so he has definitely earned the rights to share his opinion on this matter and comes to Studio Ghibli's side. So for anybody that is rushing thinking like, oh, this must be some overseas dude that just got in the game that is trying. No, homie has been in the game for a very long time. This is an established, credible, and ultimately worthwhile figure to take in and take heed to what he has to say. Turlo continued, if you don't have the time to dedicate to becoming an amazing chef, you don't deserve a Michelin star. If you don't have time to dedicate to acting, you don't deserve an Oscar. And if you don't have the time to dedicate to animation art, then stay the out of my industry. The One Piece director's thoughts were shared by Ghibli director Hayao Miyazaki, who went on record stating his disdain for art that emerged thanks to artificial intelligence. In a 2019 documentary for Japanese television station NHK, Miyazaki pulled no punches when it came to art created by AI. Whoever creates this stuff has no idea what pain is whatsoever. I am utterly disgusted. I would never wish to incorporate this technology into my work at all. I strongly feel that this is an insult to life itself. And I'll actually link in the description below the video where I covered that topic, because like I said, yeah, like the creator of Ghibli, one of the people behind Ghibli, has long since spoken his piece of how he feels about AI, and he's not a fan. Last year, the Nippon Anime and Film Culture Association banded together to back creators and make sure that those who create anime receive their fair share in the face of AI. We feel it'll be very difficult in the future to bring fair revenue to creators when projects are being created through the use of generative AI. For instance, if an AI generates a character with the head of Doraemon, the body of Gundam, and the voice of Son Goku, if that creation is made with the thought it can be used freely so long as we hand over the required revenue, we're not interested. Even if a character created using 100 others were to make a ton of profit, there is no good mechanism of sharing profit and approval with the creators of those 100 said characters. And like I said, I stand 110% very firmly with the arts, with the creatives. This is not cool. I don't like it. Honestly, there has to be legislation that needs to move very quickly, because if not, AI will start to disrupt things and make it a lot more difficult. Like, it's already a tall order and a hard mission for a lot of people that they want to get in the world of the arts. They want to create their own comic. They want to be an animator. They want to make sculptures, whatever the case may be. People, you know, it's a tall order and a hard dream to run after. And something like this is just going to demotivate a lot more people and make it a lot more difficult for people that, you know, they aspire to do something great. They want to create change. They want to create something beautiful in this world. And thanks to AI, the next, you know, Hayao Miyazaki may not be brought to light because they might be, you know, uninspired, or they might feel discouraged by AI. We need to push back. We need to fight back. And what this guy said, I totally back it. I'm 110% behind homie, and he's right. Like, if you don't know how to do these things, if you can't create these sculptures, if you can't create this art, then stay out of the industry. That's all I have for this one. I'm Tim. As always, people, have an awesome day. Subscribe and hit that bell to get more. Thank you so much.